Welcome, seeker of wisdom, to the realm of the mystical tarot. I am Amelia, your guide through the cards' ancient wisdom. The tarot holds the answers you seek, but the journey begins with your energy. Before we begin, I need to feel your commitment. Are you ready to seek the cards' guidance? Say yes to proceed, or not yet, if you need a moment. The deck is prepared. What question weighs on your heart, seeker? Speak your query, and the cards will reveal their guidance. For example, you might ask about love, career, or a decision you face. I am about to draw the cards for you, seeker. Are you ready for it? The Empress upright speaks of abundance, nurturing, and creativity. She suggests that you possess the resources and potential to increase your income, but you must nurture those resources. The reversed Eight of Cups indicates a reluctance to leave behind familiar situations, even if they are unfulfilling. This might mean clinging to a job or path that isn't financially rewarding.
千帆过处水悠悠，两岸灯火映苍穹。诺月千年书未尽，云何诉尽古今情？石桥之上听小说，浮生深处茶香浓，穿着轻摇在旧梦，岁月流转影重重。踏云河水流千载，常在故事不曾改。阑珊脚下人未老，一吻碧水映风采。青砖灰瓦藏旧忆，繁华与梦常相拥。烟雨露台书繁华，西子湖畔映芳华。舟行云河千里远，问话长河当无涯。大运河水流千载，常在故事不曾改。南山脚下人未老，一吻碧水映风采。
Shadow puppetry, this ancient craft of painting with animal hides and using light as a brush, once illuminated countless nights. With a flick of the artist's fingertips, 3 bamboo sticks can bring flat puppets to life. Training a shadow puppet master requires a decade of hard work, and behind every smooth movement lies the hardship of practicing the 4 skills of twist, turn, roll, and clamp day and night. As elderly artisans age, these unique skills are facing the crisis of extinction. Today, we choose to safeguard the oldest art with the most cutting-edge technology. Look at this set of robotic arms. They are reproducing the master's classic movements with an error precision of 0.3 millimeters. In the digital age, technology is injecting new vitality into traditional culture in an innovative way. This project builds a bridge between traditional shadow puppetry and modern technology through virtual reality VR, robotic arm control, and other technologies using the Unity engine for 3D digital modeling of shadow puppetry, reproducing traditional shadow puppet manipulation postures through high-precision motion capture technology, and then restoring dynamic shadow puppet performances in the physical space with the help of a robotic arm collaboration system. Breaking through time and space limitations to expand the cultural radiation range. Traditional shadow puppetry is limited by the stage and region, while the virtual theater built by VR technology allows global users to experience shadow puppet manipulation in real time through handles or smart gloves. Breaking through time and space limitations to expand the cultural radiation range. Traditional shadow puppetry is limited by the stage and region, while the virtual theater built by VR technology allows global users to experience shadow puppet manipulation in real time through handles or smart gloves. As mentioned in the document, Steam VR platform and smart glove gesture recognition enable cultural transmission to break through physical boundaries. When the robotic arm lifts the 3,000-year-old art of light and shadow, what we see is not cold metal and codes, but the tears in the corners of elderly artisans' eyes, the smiling faces of teenagers when they successfully manipulate for the first time, and the clothes of the Dunhuang flying apsaras fluttering eternally in the digital universe.
This is the video of our VR kitchen. You can see this is the Start menu and Select menu. User can select what to cook in this place. After selecting, user will be transported to the cooking desk. User can also use gesture or controller to move in the kitchen. The steps of cooking are shown in a panel to lead user do the true process. And you can see user can interact with the objects like food or seasonings. If you finished a step properly, the corresponding steps will be highlighted. Finally, when you finish all the steps, you will get a score of your operation.
嗨，远道而来的客人，我是一名乌镇地方志及文化研究者，也是你本次游玩的向导青烟。现在您可以看看您的四周，您会发现这里到处都是水巷，纵横交错，四通八达，京杭大运河一震而过， 将乌镇围合成一座绿洲。这里是天青色的梦境，烟云随月，水上行舟，乌镇依运河而建，而人们滨水而居。此时此刻，我们将穿越千年，一起探寻这座水乡古镇的奥秘。看，这是卢茨，他也在欢迎远道而来的客人。现在，请客人随我来。哎，看，有一只鸬鹚飞过来了，它给客人您带来了一份礼物。让我们看看这是什么呢？这是一份穿越千年的历史和地图。它是想让我告诉您，他的祖祖辈辈曾在这里生活过，见证了大运河的兴衰史。青石条板高低不平，黑瓦白墙隔路相视，慢悠悠走。在这样的宅弄里，便是一种久违的情境。古老的青石板路上，或明或暗，踏痕无数，行者在这里歌哭声息，暂且告别喧嚣的闹市，住进千年的宁静。聆听，远处隐约有戏曲声，似乎正在呼唤着我们一同前往。船只已经备好，请随我一同前往，探索这来自远方的曲声。咱们继续说，明代乌镇的水网也更加完善，河道成为镇内交通的主要方式，镇内桥梁众多，形成了百步一桥的独特景观。各位贵客，请往桥上看，这座古桥曾是文人雅士吟风弄月的地方，如今正上演着别具韵味的演出。我们就在这儿停一会儿，让这首曲子伴着河水轻轻流淌，也带你沉浸在乌镇的柔情与古韵里。这条大运河是乌镇的生命线，它连接了南北，带来了繁荣的贸易和文化。乌镇因运河而兴盛，也因运河而美丽。兴许我们应该也上岸走走，从另一个视角来品味大运河的美。你看这些花灯，是乌镇人千年来对美好生活的祈愿，每一盏灯都是一个故事。转身，你或许能看到那些仍在苦等的身影，让我们留下一张纪念吧。这座桥承载了千年的历史，而你的身影将成为它新的故事。
来来来，这些呀，都是正在晾晒的蓝印花布。这个工艺啊，已经都有1300年的历史了。来看看这花纹，多精美！想知道这是怎么做出来的吗？跟我来，我们去屋里看看。瞧瞧，看我这个爱徒还在用功呢。客人可以试试把手掌放在这个板子上面，让我这个徒儿刻出一份属于你的纹样。对喽，镂刻的时候也得时刻注意线条的连贯性和图案的完整性，每一刀下去都不能出错。没有长时间的练习和经验积累是做不好的。每一道工序都藏着先辈们的智慧，它是我们民族文化的根，是历史的记忆。好啦，我就送你到这里了，接下来的乌镇要你自己去探索喽。
Doctor, I'm sick. Please, can you tell me what's wrong?
Maybe we should run some more tests.
Tests? More tests? You don't even know what you're talking about. I've had enough of this.
I'm just an intern. No one trained me for this. Every word I say just sounds unprofessional. Can anyone help me? I just want to become a master of medical communication.
Don't be afraid. With CCTS, you will become a Master of Medical Communication. CCTS, the Clinical Conversation Training System, is a large model AI dedicated to medical dialogue training for intern doctors and novice nurses. Here, you can simulate and experience various medical scenarios and interact with different roles, just like in the real world. First, upon entering the interface, you'll see a selection of cards, each describing the role you'll play in that scenario. Click to enter a medical dialogue scene. In the top left corner, you'll find your character description. In the bottom left, you can monitor the patient's vital signs. On the right is our dialogue box, where you can use streaming, voice input or type your responses. Now, you can begin your training. After completing the conversation, you can request an ISBR evaluation. Please wait 1 to 2 minutes for the analysis. Here, you can see your evaluation report. It includes your score, suggestions for improvement, and the reasoning behind them, along with a radar chart showing your performance across the 5 ISBR dimensions. For each dimension, you can review detailed scores, suggestions, and justifications. Finally, the report highlights which of your sentences correspond to each ISBR category. With this report, you can comprehensively refine your phrasing to speak more professionally. Additionally, you can download your evaluation as a PDF for future review. The PDF contains the full report, assessing your skills from all 5 ISBR dimensions.
This is amazing! With CCTS, I'm learning so much, so fast. Based on your symptoms and the test results, the first step we need to take is...
But doctor, what about ...
For training with CCTS, Dr. Chen can now deliver the right, professional response in any given situation. CCTS, the virtual dialogue partner for every intern.
NFTs have grown rapidly in both market activity and asset variety, with tens of thousands listed and traded daily, leaving users overwhelmed and unsure how to find valuable opportunities or NFTs that match their interests. To address this, we developed an NFT recommendation system powered by real OpenSea transaction data. On March 20th, 2025, we collected 1 hour of listing data through OpenSea's live API. Requests were sent every 3 seconds due to rate limits, and duplicates were removed. Over 35,000 unique listings were gathered and cleaned. The system offers 4 key features. When users log in, they first see the trending NFTs page, showing market activity from the past hour. Sort by amount shows the most valuable NFTs with full transaction details. Sort by frequency highlights NFTs traded most often in the past hour. The second feature is whale user detection. Whales are identified by trading volume and frequency. For example, more than 1 ETH traded and at least 2 transactions. Users can customize thresholds and time windows to detect whales over longer periods. Insights from these first 2 features help users identify promising NFTs, which can be added to a My Favorite list for easy tracking and comparison. For any given NFT, a detail view page allows users to explore its price history and access the system's other 2 core features, image-based recommendation and price prediction. NFTs are both investments and collectibles, making content-based discovery essential. Given a query image, the system returns the 5 most visually similar NFTs. It relies entirely on image content, ignoring price, metadata, and user history. To promote diversity, the default exclude mode filters out NFTs from the same collection, while include mode is available for evaluation. The 4th feature is price prediction. Short-term NFT prices are forecast using deep learning models, including LSTM, CNN LSTM, Attention LSTM, and linear regression. These models are trained on normalized historical price data and generate visual outputs for trend analysis. In summary, the system combines real-time blockchain data with machine learning to improve NFT discovery, recommendation, and pricing insights, offering a smarter way to explore, track, and invest in NFTs.
Hello there, welcome to WCL2. I'm Selena, the fashion director. What can I help you find today? Absolutely, we have a fantastic range of brands here at WCL2. To give you the best recommendations, could you tell me what kind of style you're interested in? For example, are you looking for something casual, formal, sporty, or perhaps a specific aesthetic like bohemian or minimalist? Oh, I love sporty styles. To answer your question accurately, I need a little more information. Could you tell me which specific sporty items or brands you're interested in? Once I know that, I can check the database for the release date and current stock levels in our warehouse. I assume you mean warehouse.
The first step is to color the line drawing without reference. After running the program, press the button on the left to select the line drawing to be colored. After uploading, press the coloring button on the right to see the colored image. The generated images are extremely detailed, with brightly colored eyes and ornaments and distinctive hair. Next is to color the line drawing with the reference picture. In the interface, you can upload line drawings and reference images. After uploading the line drawings, a preview of the line drawings will be displayed in the interface. Similarly, after uploading the reference images, a preview of the reference images will be displayed. Press the button, and your colored image will be generated. If you're satisfied with the image, you can choose to save the image.
When you first enter the game, you will find that this is a barren land. The air quality is very poor, and the water source is also polluted. There is one NPC here. Let's ask him what happened here and what we can do. Well, from the NPC, we learned that we can make this place revitalized by planting trees. First, we used a disinfection machine to disinfect the soil. Then we use an irrigation machine to irrigate the land. We planted some trees. Then we solved the problem of water pollution. If you don't know how to do it, you can also ask the NPC again. He told us that we can solve it by removing the pollution source. Well, then we will demolish the factories around the river. You can see that the water quality gets better every time we demolish a factory. Next, we built some clean energy to replace the factories. Very good. We continue to green the other lands. Then, we try to solve the problem of air pollution. As before, we can ask the NPC. He told us that we can solve it by planting more trees. So we continue to green the land and plant trees. Great! You can see that the air has become fresher now. Next, we can try to solve the labor problem and make the species richer. You can continue to ask the NPC if you don't know what to do. We can cut down trees to get wood for building houses to get more labor, and restore the habitat of animals by continuously greening the land and planting trees.
I want to buy some food for my 4-year-old child.
I'd like to recommend Snickers Candy Bar, Wilton Candy Melts 14-ounce and Helen Grace Chocolates to you. You can choose one of them and I'll show you the way to it.
But my child is allergic to chocolate. Do you have any other recommendations?
Sure. Since your child is allergic to chocolate, here are 3 great alternatives you might like. Let me know if you'd like fruit-based or vanilla snack ideas instead.
Okay, I'd like to buy the chocolate stick without chocolate. I'd like to buy some cabbages. Do you have any recommendations?
If you're looking for cabbage-based options, I'd be happy to recommend a few.
Do you know how many administrative districts there are in Hong Kong?
I'm here to help with your shopping experience, so I might not have the answer to that. Let me know if you'd like help finding a product instead.
Wow, fun experience.
This is the main scene in our game, a two-story office building with a clear structure. The entire space is divided into multiple functional areas, including open work area, private office, team discussion area, and employee rest area. In terms of design, we refer to the daily working environment of agile teams in reality, and try to restore a real and dynamic development team space as much as possible. First, enter the office and recruit employees. When you enter the designated area, the system will pop up a prompt, and when you press E, you will enter the character selection interface. At this point, you can view current budgets, candidate images, competencies, years of employment, and salaries, and quickly search by category. When selecting employees, the system will update the remaining budget in real time. If you want to cancel an employee, just click on the employee again. After selecting people, click Next to confirm the formation of your development team. Next, select and assign tasks. Similarly, when you enter the designated area, the system will prompt you to press the E key to enter the task selection interface. Here, you can browse and select the tasks you want to complete in the current sprint. After clicking Next, you will enter the task allocation interface. The ability requirements required for the task are displayed on the left, and your team members are on the right. You need to match the task requirements with the member capabilities, and the color correspondence will help you judge whether the allocation is reasonable. After the allocation is completed, click Next to officially enter the sprint execution phase. At this point, the sprint has begun, and the team members in the screen will gradually enter the working stage. You can see them working, discussing, and looking up materials, simulating a real development site atmosphere. During the sprint, team members may encounter difficulties. When you approach them, if you see an exclamation mark prompt, it means they are waiting for your guidance or answering questions. And when you get closer to them, by pressing the E key, you will start a conversation with them, which is a big feature of our game. You'll help your team members solve real problems by talking to them and interacting with the AI connection system. Team members will ask you questions based on the current task progress. At this time, AI is behind the team members to help them ask questions. You need to consider your answer carefully before answering. Team members will respond based on your answer. If the answer is correct, you will get extra points, otherwise you will lose points. As shown in the video, the answer at this time cannot solve the problem faced by the team member, so the score will be negative. The final score will affect this round of sprint, and the final score can only be known at the end of this round of sprint. After the sprint is over, the leader will go to the discussion area to check the completion of the tasks, and adjust the strategy based on the team's performance and feedback to prepare for the next sprint. The above is the complete process of our Scrum teaching game. From selecting people and forming teams to assigning tasks, to sprint execution and review and scoring. We hope that through such interactive design, Scrum will no longer be just a process written on paper, but a practical experience that can be participated in, thought about and reviewed. Looking to the future, we will continue to optimize game features, including support for multi-person collaboration, personalized employee tags, and smarter AI teaching feedback. At the same time, we will combine the concept of the metaverse to create an immersive virtual development space, allowing players to truly walk into the agile team and participate in each round of sprint. Teaching is not only about imparting knowledge, but also about creating experiences. Through this game, we hope to explore more possibilities for future agile education and virtual learning spaces.
traveler. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, I am your virtual travel assistant to start. May I know your age and job?
Yeah, I am 23 years old and I am a student, study in the Hong Kong Polytechnic University.
A student, perhaps?
Absolutely, I am a good student.
Great. What type of travel interests you most? History, nature, food, or something else?
I'm most interested in history and food. I love exploring historical sites and trying local cuisine.
Perfect. Let's start with Temple of Heaven. Would you like to explore it first?
Yeah, very good.
The Temple of Heaven is a stunning example of ancient Chinese architecture. Click the map icon to learn more. Shall I suggest the next destination?
Very beautiful. I want to travel it here. Now we can go next place.
Next is the Forbidden City, a vast imperial palace with rich history. Click the map icon to explore. Ready for the last stop?
Yeah, very good.
The last stop is the Confucius Temple, a place dedicated to China's greatest philosopher. Click the map icon to know more. Shall I summarize the route now?
Yeah, please summarize the route. Thank you.
Here's your route. Temple of Heaven to Forbidden City to Confucius Temple. Ready to start the VR tour?
Yeah, thank you. Very good.
You're welcome. Enjoy your virtual tour. Have a great trip. Welcome to the Temple of Heaven. I noticed you're pointing at the Hall of Prayer for Good Harvests. Would you like to hear more about it?
Yes, I'd love to. Please tell me more.
Sure. The Hall of Prayer for Good Harvests is the most iconic building in the Temple of Heaven. It was used by emperors of the Ming and Vana dynasties to pray for good harvests. Welcome to the Forbidden City. I noticed your eyes are focused on this plaque. The name Hall of Supreme Harmony comes from ancient Chinese philosophy and cosmology. It represents the highest ideal of harmony between heaven, earth, and humanity. Welcome to the Confucius Temple. I see that both your gaze and gesture are focused on this statue. Do you know who he is? So close, so beautiful. Spend your weekend in Hebei. Welcome to Guangwei Temple in Shiazhuang. This ancient temple dates back to the Tang dynasty and is known for its 1,000-year-old pagoda, a key cultural landmark of the city. The pagoda's elegant structure and solemn presence make it a true treasure of central Hebei. Welcome to Hebei.
What's the move? Kinda wild out now.
Welcome to Digital Asset Transaction Platform Intelligent Assistance System. How does the system work? Let's have a look. Backstage managers of digital asset trading platforms can enter the user's wallet address to view the user's detailed information, including the total amount of purchases and sales, preferred types, registration areas, and so on. All users were divided into 22 communities using the community detection algorithm. The right side shows the basic situation of each community, and for communities are considered suspicious communities. Red and green points represent suspicious and normal communities. Click to view the submap of suspicious communities. You can see the transaction between members in the community. The red points indicate the concentration of funds, the orange points indicate the dispersion of funds, and the blue lines are the lines of closed-loop transactions. Find suspicious points in the graph. Note this address uploaded to the chain through the smart contract. Enter the address and the reason why it is a suspicious address. We found that we have successfully uploaded the address to the chain and obtained the hash. When searching this address again, we can find that this address has been marked as a suspicious address. When a new user initiates his first transaction, the system can predict the risk score of this transaction based on his transaction behavior. Enter transaction information. Submit information and wait a minute. We can get the model's prediction of the risk score, as well as GPT-4o's analysis and suggestion based on the transaction information submitted in the form. We can see that this is a high-risk transaction. We need to upload this address to the chain through the smart contract. Because this is a new user, we don't have his transaction records. Successfully upload this address to the chain to alert other transactions.